Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more 2026 LMFL playoff action. This is it. The lower final between a very familiar matchup. We got Mac, the Mississippi Cotton Knockers, and Max, the Baltimore Black Widows. You already know how it is. Literally the first game of the entire LMFL league. And Vaki's going to keep going here to the 26th. So, I'm of course not alone. We got Brandon here. How you doing, man? This is it. Lower final. Winner to the grand against Neptune.
Mr. Commissioner, man, I waited all week for this game. We got two high-powered just players in general.
All right. Yep.
High-powered players. We got Max Cotton Knockers and then Max's Black Widows. I'm very excited about this game as we see Jameer Gibbs get stopped. But Commissioner, with this being the lower final, what is it going to take for both teams? And we'll start with Mac here first. What is it going to take for him to be into the grand final here today?
In terms of Mac, I mean, he's got one of the best offenses in the league. We all know this. I mean, he's far without it. But he's going to get picked off. Holy shit. It's a commentator curse. And Max is going to start his game at the 36.
Well, Commish, now let's switch to Max. So what's one thing you're going to see him win? But Commish, what's one thing now you're going to see from Max in order for him to make it back to the LMFL Grand Final?
Well, I mean, he's got again another great offense, but that offense is reliant on Jaden Daniels and that running game. But also at the same time, if you got yourself man to man against this man, it's fucking over for you. As Daniels is looking to throw it. He's going to throw it to Debo for the first down and then some to the 11. And, of course, again, these pass plays can be so brutal. And we got to see how Max defense, especially on secondary, go here. And just a reminder, they did face off only a couple weeks ago during week 8. As Daniels once again looking to throw it. He's going to get Zach Ertz, who keeps going to the 3.
You're right, Commissioner.
Max did win. So let's see if Mac gets his get back here. We'll see, though.
Yeah, and you're right. And, one thing I'm kind of looking forward to now that we're already on the 3-yard line here for Max is how can he get a lead but not let the game get to him? As we see Krosky Merritt with a great counter to the touchdown. And, first points on the board there, Commissioner. And just like I was saying, I'm really expecting if Max will get an early lead here, how can he keep that up? Because with Mac, he is really good at closing games. Because we said in the last couple of games, Mac will not go down with a fight, whether he's winning, losing, or in the midst of the battle there. So that's one thing I want to see there. So, but also, Commissioner, now with Mac being down 7-0, and now he gets a second chance back, how can he shake it off and to make sure he's like, all right, let me get down here so now I can tie up this game? What is one thing he got to do there, Commissioner, in order for him to get back up?
Honestly, he just needs to just tighten up on the plays. I mean, we just started, so it's very early. I think in terms of just anybody, you definitely don't want to go down early quick. And again, you never know how everything goes. We'll see here now. First down and 10 with a play action fake. Jared Goff is looking to throw it, and he's going to get sacked.
Too long.
11-yard loss.
By poor Martin.
Big time loss there. Right. So Mac is going to try to gain some ground back here. Second down and 21. Not a good start so far.
Yeah, you're right there, Commissioner. Like you said, it is early in the game. I do think with both of these guys being such a familiar matchup, probably one of the best rivalries in the LMFL, both of these guys aren't not known of each other. As Jameer Gibbs doesn't get much there on the screen there. What is he doing? Now it's 3rd and 23, ball to 10. This is a little tough start here for Mac, but I will not be surprised if he can get it out of this predicament here, as we've seen him do plenty of times. But yeah, Commissioner, when you were talking about Mac's offensive side of the ball, Jared Goff, obviously, Jahmyr Gibbs, Laporta, St. Martin, St. Brown, Williams, right? He got guys that can push it down the field, as we see Jared Goff drives back the pass, but he's gonna get sacked on the 3-yard line by Von Miller, the veteran that can still has him taking the gas. And Commissioner, 4th and 3 miles to put it away here.
I like Max better when he wasn't high.
And now we got Deebo Samuel returning it here to the left. Ooh. Not much.
Nigga, that's so funny, by the way.
1st and 10, man.
Bro, what, bro?
But Commissioner, a tough start here for the Cotton Knockers. Now Max is back, 7-0, ball on the 1st down.
And I just want to really quickly just go over the history with this matchup, because again, as we mentioned before, as Deebo is not going to go anywhere, 3-yard loss. But this matchup goes so far in the LMFL history to the point where it was literally the first matchup ever in the LMFL. Daniel's looking to throw it now, by the way. And Zach Ertz is going to get the first. Going back to the history, is that Max, obviously, as we know, went on that undefeated run in 2023. Kickoff game. Play action pass here. He's going to throw it to Deebo again. The first to the 20. But yeah, as we mentioned, Max was able to win that kickoff game, the first ever game of the LMFL. And then they won it once again, faced off in the grand final that year. And then again in the grand final in 2024. Daniel's looking.
Oh,
ooh, it's battered away.
Kick
Yeah, this is a storied matchup for multiple reasons. But now this time, it's not the grand final, it's the lower final. Got to figure out who gets to the grand final here. Daniel's going to throw it to Deebo.
Why would you step out?
For the 3.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 now, ball on the 13 there, Commission. Like you said, with this rivalry of them two, they know. I mean, every time they face each other, I feel like they still discover new ways of how they want to approach this game, right? Obviously, as the season goes on, everybody progresses within the playbook. So I wonder if there's going to be any different plays that we're seeing so far as Jaden Daniels drops back the pass. Oh, up the middle! Drops by Deebo there.
I should have got that.
That's hard. Now it's 4th and 3. Will we see Max go for it here, or will we see a field goal here, Commissioner?
I think we're very much. I think we're keen in much of trust, thinking that Max is probably going to go for this no matter what.
Very much true.
Jaden Daniels. 4th and 3. Here we go.
Throws it to Ertz for the touchdown.
What
just
the
like
What was happening with him, bro?
Okay,
just like that, Commissioner. Now Max is up by 2 scores. As we said at the very beginning, it's like if Max wants to, if the only reason, if for Max to win this game is if he can get a big enough lead to where he can become comfortable, but not too comfortable, right? To where he gets come back.
Yep.
And like we said it with Mac, we've seen plenty of drives from the Cotton Knockers where all it takes is 1 or 2 plays and then he's back in the end zone. So, and like you said, it's still in the first quarter, so plenty of time as he returned it in the ball to the end zone, breaks 1 tackle, ball on the 26-yard line, Commish. Now, as we have a pause here.
-2.
Okay, we'll just cut this out when the full game goes live. So yeah.
That's fine.
Interesting start here.
I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Don't mind me.
I like it. I like it.
Let's see here. What should we talk about here?
I'm about to say, you know what? Let's interview our opponents. Let's interview Mac. Mac, right now, down 2 scores. What is one way for you to get back into this game when this first quarter is still happening right now?
Throw the ball and don't throw an interception.
Right. And with that first costly interception, what is one way that you can get down the field by throwing the ball? Are you going to rely on your best receivers, your tight ends, Jahmyr Gibbs? What's the game plan in order to at least get 7 on the board?
Not throw the ball in half a second.
I like it. I like it. Simple but easy. Oh, who does that remind me of in real life? That's so funny. But
Yo, honestly, can we talk about the World Cup and how England won? Hell yeah.
I didn't see that
sir.
game. So how was that game? I didn't see
England
that
won
one.
4-2 apparently. Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. I saw Messi was going crazy of Argentina earlier.
And the thing is, I think it's very funny. It's very, very funny. Very, very funny. How, and I mentioned this in the call like yesterday, but very, very funny how all the foreigners are like eating up the United States stadiums. I think it's very hilarious.
Hey, bro. Hey, you know
There
what? Love exploring, you know?
There was a tweet I saw, like, I think yesterday or something like that. It was like all these US stadiums needed was a little bit of sun, the summer, and grass. And it looks
Yeah, the
beautiful.
grass. It looks great. Yeah, someone took a picture of the Patriots stadium and someone was like, bro, even the Patriots fans don't come out.
Oh yeah, and the Patriots, it's crazy because they got like they got Scotland over there, I think, and then Norway, I want to say. I forgot, but like they're definitely living it up there in Boston.
Right.
Which, by the way, I know the Knicks just won the championship, but like the Celtics won 2024 2 years ago.
Right, but that was 2 years ago. We're talking about this year. So,
anyways, we still technically won, you know, like
that was 2 years ago. It's 2026 now. So the Knicks stop.
That's so funny.
honestly, stop.
What? For what?
Oh goodness.
Who's
that?
All I'm saying is
yeah.
let's get the Jets into some success. Man, I'm gonna be so annoying. No.
You think it's gonna be like soon?
Man, that'd be great.
I forgot that one dude from Germany that's like on a celebrity move right now. Like, you know what I'm talking about? What's his name? Freddie or something? That's like live tweeting everything of the US. Like apparently that man literally got like a free trip to NASA, like to explore like the NASA like building and like got in like everything. I was like, bro. Like, you know what? Hell,
I don't remember that.
Well, I think he tweeted that like last night or something. I don't know.
Oh.
I was like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Let's see. Some other stuff to talk about. I went to a concert last night. I saw Joji. Fucking dope.
Joji.
I have a few critiques about the concert though, but we'll get into that another time.
Oh man. Oh, that freaking Swordsby out of Texas Tech. The whole gambling thing.
Oh yeah. Jets fans,
Now he's
we
winning.
better be careful. I do not want that man.
Yeah, the supplemental draft.
Bro, that man was gambling. And he's just gonna be allowed to be in the supplemental draft. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, but you know what's great? So, and you know, like the consequence of the supplemental draft, like if a team picks a player, like let's say the Jets pick someone in the second round, that means they have to forfeit their 2027 second round pick.
Those bastards.
Damn.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. So if like the Panthers were to pick someone in the first round, they would forfeit their 2027 first round pick.
Oh.
Jesus.
So that's why the supplemental draft hasn't happened in like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. I think so Terrell Pryor was one of them. Josh Gordon was another one of them.
Justin Fields needs to go be fucking Terrell Pryor and go become a wide receiver, because I don't think this quarterback shit's working out.
I agree,
bro.
I have firsthand experience in experiencing the Justin Fields experience. It is not a good one. It's not a good one.
Bro, that
We
first
saw
game Justin Fields did, bro.
we saw peak Justin Fields in game 1, and then after that, he just forgot everything. I don't know how that's possible, but he just forgot everything. So
Negative 2 yards, damn, Mac.
I know, bro.
Sorry.
Maybe
Sorry,
if you
I'm
would let me like throw the ball, that'd be great.
all right,
I'm ready
Alright,
by
you
the way
guys-
whenever y'all ready.
All right, let's go
ready?
back.
yeah, let's go.
All
Let's go.
right.
All right, I can
That's-
talk. Yeah, I'll start back up where we were, Larlar.
Okay.
All right, so
Commentator.
and now being 14-0, right, Commissioner? Like you're obviously you being a player in the league, you're been seeing this league for a while. It's like we've seen a lot of teams come back from down 2 scores. Does Mac really have to do anything different in order to get back to the board? Because we've seen Mac strike in like 1 or 2 plays.
Yeah, I think he's definitely capable of just trying to do those types of plays. I just think for me personally, you just don't want to get into a hole early, and then at the same time, you also don't want to get into a hole where it's potentially like down 3 scores already.
Yeah.
As someone who unfortunately got down that hole early in the playoffs a couple weeks ago, as Gibbs is not going to go for the first down here, so it's going to set up a 4th and 3 at Mac's own 33. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is tough already. And kind of like what you're saying, Commissioner, with you don't want to be down 3 scores because obviously with any sport you play, the higher you go, the harder it is to come back. And what the LMFL is no exception. Is that's one of the harder times to try. But it is 4th and 3, ball on the 33-yard line as Jared Goff drops at the pass screen play to Gibbs. Looks like he has wide open space for the first down here. He's going to get tackled out of bounds. Looks like Mac is slowly getting back up the field there, Commissioner. Some patience involved here.
He definitely needs to get some yardage because as the stats were like going after the pause, like there were a bunch of negative stats, but this is Max Lions. I mean, I would think that no matter what happens, he's gonna start to get comfortable here very, very soon.
Toss play to Gibbs to the right. The great block by Wright. With an open field. And he spins out of bounds. Looks like a little bit of a misclick there, but first down now in their own territory there, Commissioner. Looks like Mac is getting a little bit of a rhythm.
Yeah, that was a nice play there. Just to get some yardage. So far, the running game is slightly better, but another play action fake here. Brock Wright doesn't really go anywhere. 4 yards, though.
Yeah, 2nd and 6, ball on the 33-yard line. And that's kind of one thing I was like, my expectations for this game is like, I don't expect a lot of lead changes. Like, truly, like, I think whoever's in the lead is going to get the big advantage as Jahmyr Gibbs get blown up at the line by, looks like Frankie Louisville there, but yeah, he got blown up there. But now it's 3rd and 7. And, the patience level, right? These two guys, even though they like to strike quick, they do know when it's time to go, when it's time to kind of back up a little bit, right? As we see a defensive audible looks like from Max there, as Jared Goff drops back the pass, goes to his left to James Williams. Great toe tap, but it is 4th and 1. And Commissioner, I'm expecting Mac to kind of go for it here, don't you think?
Go ahead, do it.
You already hear it.
Uh-oh.
You already hear this trash talking. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It looks like he will go for it here. We see Montgomery in fullback position. First time we've seen him in the game so far. Less than a minute left in the first quarter. This will be a pass up the middle. Dave Brown with wide open space, and he beats Bobby Wagner for the touchdown off of 4th and 1 there, Commissioner. And now Mac is on the board. Great play call there.
Great play call, and now Mac gets on the board here right before the end of the first quarter. Good start. At least now, it's going to be 14-7. All right. 46 seconds to go in the first quarter, so let's see what happens with the last 46 as Mac is going to kick this ball back to Max. I think something to keep in mind, by the way, as Moore is going to get this kickoff here, and he's going to be stopped at the 25. So a couple things here of note. there have been a lot of kickoff fumbles.
There has been,
recently.
especially the last 3
Tomfoolery.
weeks.
So let's see what happens in this game to see if it actually does happen, because kickoff fumbles, especially as you mentioned, Brandon, in the last couple of weeks, have been absolute killer. And it's caught. Tadibo.
You're lucky goose.
Greatest gamer alive, man. Let me
You're a
tell you.
lucky goose.
You're right there, Commissioner, and that's one thing. Almost in general, that's kind of been a big issue in the last couple of weeks. So I'm kind of curious to see as Prosky Merritt gets the ball here, if who protects the ball, because we said it overtime and a lot over the past 2 weeks, Commissioner. Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. If this game becomes close as we approach the end of the first quarter here, 14 Mac, 7 Mac, will turnovers be killer, or will they be, really big towards the end of this game? So we got to keep an eye on that. But Commissioner, now it's the second half, 2nd and 1. Mac has to get a stop, in order to get back into this game, right? In order for it to be tied. But we see Dino Samuel on the jet sweep here. Oh, gets a great break of a tackle there. Tackled on the 40-yard line. But Commissioner, now with it being in the second quarter, any adjustments you want to see from either team so far?
Honestly, it's really just the defense I'm kind of worried about for both. As Daniels is going to hand it off once again to Krosky Merritt, who is not going to really get around. Only going to get 1 yard. Again, it's
Yeah, you're right about that.
I think the pace of this game will really just depend on everybody's just comfort. So
Whoa,
2nd and 9.
I'm gonna change that real quick. Like what I seen.
Jane Daniels tries back to pass up the middle, wide open. Zach Ertz.
That is funny. That
First
is
down.
funny.
Yeah.
I like that. And this competitive talk, right, between these two opponents. They know what's at stake, right? Whoever wins goes to the grand final and faces Neptune. But, lots still at stake here. And, we see Max approaching the end zone here, letting the time run out a little bit. Jaden Daniels tries back to pass, rolls to his right. Wide open space. His receiver in the end zone blocking. Jaden Daniels will get there for the touchdown. Back up 2 scores again there, Commissioner. Jaden Daniels using his legs as he always do.
Gonna be 21-7 here. So far, great start from Max. And now, see how Mac responds here. Back on offense. I think, for me personally, just one of the biggest things about Neptune's, Neptune is tomorrow, but in regards to like Max's running game, it's just so lethal, because when the receivers go down the field, he has all that open space, and sometimes you just can't see it. A Sailors is gonna get a little far to the 40, so
Good return.
yeah, very decent return there. Now, see how everything goes down with a little bit of a shortened field here.
Gets it to Jameer Gibbs up the middle.
Ooh.
And another thing here, Commissioner, one thing I've been noticing with the Cotton Knockers is that whenever in the regular season, Jameer Gibbs would have these massive runs, right? 80 yards, 50 yards, 60 yards. Ever since the playoffs started, you've been seeing a lot of teams that Mac has been facing just stopping the run. And, that's one thing when you get into the playoffs in the LMFL is that every team's going to know your biggest strength, and they're going to try to stop it. So how can you utilize that, right? When you got St. Brown, when you got Tesla, James Williams, let's see if he utilizes them as he throws it to Jameer Gibbs to the right there.
Yeah,
40-yard line.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to the comfort in terms of plays. You at this point of the season, and just like overall, as Gibbs is not gonna get around Luvu.
And once again,
and comfort is huge here at this point, because I think for me, you definitely want to make plays that you're used to, but at the same time, kind of want to catch your opponent off guard sometimes. but you also don't want to potentially ruin something. As oh my goodness, what a quick pass! Goff had to get that one out quick.
That
Now it's
looks like a
3rd and
double
8.
blitz play. Yeah, looks like a double blitz play from both sides, but he does get the ball out there. And that's another thing, Commissioner. And we're talking about the defense. You know, with the Commanders' defense, is we know that the secondary has been an issue all season, right? But that front four has been getting to the quarterback as Jared Goff throws it up the middle to Tesla, and he
Here we go.
does get there. He does get
What
the
the
first
fuck?
down with that
Nice.
forward momentum. And you know, and that's we were just talking about the secondary, right? Can they tackle in open space? We've been seeing a lot of missed tackles. We've been seeing a lot of deep threats getting over them. But that front four and sometimes that front seven get to the quarterback there. And one thing with Max Lyons is that offensive line. I mean, it all starts with the quarterback on the offensive line, and Penei Sewell, right? That right tackle has been getting a lot of great blocks and protection for Jared Goff over the season. As he throws in the middle in a dangerous spot to Laporta, but does get blown up by Bobby Wagner there. 2nd and 7 here, Commissioner.
It's a short pass, but usually Laporta goes for a little bit more yardage on that play. But goes to show you the adjustments in regards to Max's overall scheme here for the defense. And now it's
Yeah.
2nd and 7. Ball at the
Ball on
25.
25. Draw play and gets
Oh.
blown up again by
Bobby, bro,
Payne.
you gotta do better.
Gets blown up by Payne there, and that's another thing too. Is and I'm glad you mentioned this, Commissioner. Is the scheme that Max is running? He is stopping the side runs that Mac is normally really good at, stopping the inside runs there, and you know that's all it takes when it comes to playoffs. Is how can you adjust to your opponent's best plays, and it's been working so far. As it is 3rd and 8 here, Jared Goff drives back to pass. Throws it up the middle to St.
Ooh.
Brown once again. Can he get to the end zone? And he
Touchdown.
does for the
That was my fault.
touchdown. And Commissioner, we were just talking about it. Can that secondary tackle in open space and not leave a lot of stuff wide open? But Mac does capitalize off of that. And just like that, back on the board again for a 1-possession game with this made extra point.
14-21 so far right now. Aside from that pick 6, or from that pick, I should say. Sorry. Pretty decent game here, back and forth here. So again, as we come up here close to the end of the first half, it's going to come down to some of these turnovers. You never know. Oh,
Excuse me.
Great
as
jukes,
Max was able to kind of get around some folks. That's funny.
I got excuse.
And another thing here, Commissioner, obviously when you're the leader, right? When you're the one that's in the lead, you definitely don't want to commit a turnover for the other team to come back and strike, and then boom, now it's tied again, right? So I'm really curious to see how Max will utilize this drive because he has a little bit more than 4 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. He could utilize all this time if he wanted to, you know, and then you still got 3 timeouts. So let's see if he becomes a little bit patient or he's just going to strike on the board as Jaden Daniels goes deep, but what? Oh, he's caught!
He caught it!
McLaurin is
Holy
caught
shit.
by
My goat,
one
my
of the best
goat, my
receivers in the
goat.
league. Commissioner looked like he was batted at first in double coverage, and McLaurin, the star that he is, comes down with it. 1st and 10.
That is
I can't
insane on Max, but he has the best deep ball in the league as Daniels
And
just
his
overthrows
overthrow,
him the
okay.
next play. That is crazy.
All right. Interesting.
And that's another thing we need to talk about, Commissioner, is momentum. When you get a deep shot like that, you want to just go. But sometimes, yeah, it stops you. Sometimes you're like, all right, let's just slow it back down. We got a good play. Let's see what we can do here. As Jaden Daniels throws it to McLaurin again for the 1st down. And that's another thing here, Commissioner. In this playoffs, we haven't seen a lot of deep shots. But knowing with these two guys are honestly one of the best in the LMFL that when it comes to deep go routes and post routes. So I'm not surprised that McLaurin caught that one there.
Yeah, not surprised in the slightest. But now he's already at the 17. And we are approaching the 2-minute warning here.
Jet sweep to Debo.
Oof. It's 6 there.
Yeah, 2nd and 4, ball and 11. Let's see if Max will take it to the 2-minute warning, or let's see if he wants to get a play off, because he does have the option of letting the clock run down to the 2-minute warning. No, he is going to get it off. Up to Debo. Great catch. 1st and goal, ball on the 3, and this will more than likely go to the 2-minute warning here, Commissioner.
Yeah, nice one there. Now it's gonna come down to 2-minute warning. This is also just a very, very important thing because Mac did get this ball first. So we shall see what happens on a 1st and goal at the 3.
Also Eckler in, but they do give it to Krotsky Merritt and sort of touchdown up through the middle. Just like that. And Commissioner, we haven't even talked about Mac's defense as well, and kind of just similar with Max's is the secondary is the weakest spot. You know, it's been like that all season long. As the kick is good, now it's up 2 possessions. But that's another thing, Commissioner, and that's hard when you got a dual threat QB in Jaden Daniels. You don't know if he's going to throw it or you don't know if he's going to run, and you got a good backfield and Krotsky Merritt, Austin Eckler, and even McNichols if he comes into the game at any point. But Sailors is going to take it out to the end zone here. Another great return, a really good return. Ball on the 43-yard line here, Commish, which is great for Mac if he wants to get some points on the board.
Yeah, that time he gets to the 43. Very nice.
Now it's 1st and 10, ball on the 43. And Commish with
152.
Now, this is where timeout comes into play. How do you utilize this if you're Mac here?
Definitely got to get some pass plays in here. And then you just got to mind your time wisely. As Wright is going to get midfield.
And this is where the time comes down, right? Now he got tackled in bounds. How is he going to utilize these timeouts here?
Honestly, this is very, very smart. Now,
but you're at midfield, right? That's what special teams do. Now you're at midfield with that great return there, Commish.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because of that, you don't got to mind your time too crazy. Oh, there's Laporta.
Bobby, wow, Laporta stays up, but Bobby White is like, oh, you're going down. But he does get the 1st down there, Commish. Now it's he did use his first time out, which is not surprising because he got tackled in bounds. But now, Commish, if you're the Black Widows, would you, if let's say the Cotton Knockers get to a field goal, is that a success from the Black Widows part, or would you say, yeah, I could have done a little bit better?
I don't know. With the way this game is going, you kind of need a score here. You know, you need to score a touchdown.
You really do.
See here as Goff is looking to throw it.
And he's going to throw the ball, and he gets sacked.
He's taking forever to get open back there. Now, come on.
And you hear from back there, he couldn't find anybody down the field, and that's very costly. Now you got 2nd and 24. Now you're back in your own territory. That's going to be costly as the time is still clicking down, Commish.
It's actually crazy because he got sacked not even where he got to the return. He's at the 41 now.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're right.
So this is a huge loss. And now with a minute to go, definitely got to get something here.
Jared Goff, Josh had to pass. The deep shot. That's
a turn around, nigga. Oh, my God.
He is going to go back. Can he go forward? Brown's going to tackle him. And I was just about to say, Commish, we haven't seen a deep shot from Mac at all today. His first deep shot results in a turnover here.
He didn't turn around. Fortunate.
It did not turn around, but now it's going to result in 48 seconds to go. And with 2 turnovers in the pocket of the Cotton Knockers, Max is looking to capitalize. Oh my goodness, he almost got sacked, but instead it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, tried to throw it across midfield, but Krotsky Merritt wasn't even looking anyway. It hit his feet. But now it's 2nd and 10, and now Max has a good chance to score if he wants to, as Krotsky Merritt breaks 1 tackle but gets destroyed by Hutchinson, one of the best DNs in the league. Takes him down there. Now it's 3rd and 7, and now the ball is literally in Max's court, right? Now with the clock running down, it looks like Max is like, look, I'm going to just run it down as much as I can so Mac doesn't get it. As Jay Daniels gets it off barely, and Hutchinson does get it there, but Mac will call a timeout there because he wants to get another chance at back. And this
Play
is out of
low,
field goal
buddy.
range for Max
Hey,
here,
low,
Commish,
pal.
but I would not be surprised if he goes for it here.
Hey, bucko.
All right,
Fourth
fourth
and
and
seven.
7. Need first down to convert. And to keep this ball.
And the game clock is still, so Jaden Daniels does get a snap off. Throws it up to McCaffrey. A drop. It is
McCaffrey
dropped there.
drops the ball. And so now Mac is going to get one last chance back, although he only has 18 seconds and one timeout.
He does, but honestly, back to midfield, basically. So it's not like he doesn't have a chance there, but he's going to have to be
Oh my
quick.
God.
And Jared Goff doesn't get it off this time. And I kind of saw it there, Commish. You saw about 6 guys in the box from the Black Widows. So you knew it was going to be a blitz. But that play action fake kind of gave Jared Goff some time, but he still couldn't get it there. And you look at this, Commish. You already see 6 guys up at the box again. Do they blitz or would they go into coverage?
How much
Let's see here.
This is honestly a little scary. If I was playing this game right now.
Yep, they got some going back and coverage.
Bro, go away.
There. Look like LaForda's going to call that.
Bro, good down, bro.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you. Bro, go for
Oh
it.
boy, Commish.
Bro,
Now
forget this
it's
game, bro.
10.
Save
Mac
my names
only
on my
has
TV.
11 seconds.
Bro,
Does he
who
still have a
cares?
chance with this one timeout?
Well, with 11 seconds to go, definitely need to get something going.
Right, Jared Goff drops back to pass, going deep.
He's just going to get picked off again.
The spin move was like Gibbs and out of bounds. And at this point, Commish, I just want to go into the halftime and just go to the locker room and just regroup, right? Just regroup. You already got 2 turnovers off of that turnoff drive. And, but yeah, Commish, let's see what Max does here.
Oh boy, you just don't want to get the chance.
You're lucky. You're lucky. More lucky duck.
End of the first half, 28-14. We will have one last half to decide who goes to the grand final here against Neptune tomorrow. Tomorrow, by the way. Holy shit, tomorrow.
I know. Now, Commish.
I have to make quick work of this fucking promo tomorrow. Jeez. All right. Anyways.
That's what's the great thing about this lower final is that, you know, honestly, as more great to tackle. Now, here's the thing, and Commish, you know, this is where, you know, we're kind of getting a little our head ourselves, but I kind of want to ask you this. With the winner of this match, and with Neptune basically having a week's must rest, is that going to be an advantage or is that going to be a disadvantage for whoever wins this lower final to face Neptune next week? As we see ground with a great open field, but yeah, Commish, what do you think of that?
It's a little tough to say, honestly, because I feel like whenever it comes down to any of these 3 anyway, I think they'll be able to get on something and just get something going in terms of anything. Doesn't matter at the time. But Grosky Merritt is going to go free for the 16.
Yeah, Max is striking fast already into the red zone territory. This is why I worry about the Lions defense here is whenever momentum's not on their side, that secondary can collapse pretty easily. So I'm a little worried here, but Debo as Hutchinson just like stops that one. So that just killed all that momentum right there, I was about to say. But now, Commish, you know, if Max scores here, he's going to be up by 3 possessions, and that's going to be hard for Mac to come back since we're already in the second half.
2nd and 12.
Oh,
Daniels,
no!
Holy shit.
Great job with the protection. Jaden Daniels spins.
He fumbled the ball.
To the end zone for the touchdown. And Commish, we were just talking about what will happen if he's up by 3 scores. Well, now he just did that, and the kick is up, and it's good. And Commish, Max is now winning by 3 possessions.
Yeah, something that honestly Mac does not want right now, but there's still a lot of time left. 8:17 to go in the third. But right now, at the moment, Mac will have to figure something out quick if he wants to get any
Larlar's
sort of
gonna be
chance.
so mad at me, man.
That is very true. As Sailors doesn't get much there, and another thing here, Commish, is we see Mac time over time. He'll get these like he'll get scores late in the game. So I know for a fact this game is nowhere near over. But you see the passing yards there, 92 to 228. As Jameer Gibbs with the speed, can he go down the field? Lattimore gets him out of bounds.
That little change of direction shit. Nah.
What do you mean? I have the slightest clue what you mean.
Nah.
First and 10, ball to 38 here. Wing tight end set. Jared Goff gives it to Gibbs up the middle.
Ooh.
And stopped by Lattimore again there.
Ooh,
and you
imagine
see
if
the
he got
rushing
out of that.
yard.
Oof.
Yeah, 10 to 44. You see how Max is really stopping Jameer Gibbs there. Gets it to Gibbs again. Great use of speed to get to the outside. Back to the inside. And Lattimore does tackle him there. Larlar looks like Mac is going at a pretty fast pace. It's kind of what's needed at this drive, don't you think?
Gibbs is glowing too, by the way. Gonna be looking here at a first 10 of 36. So that
but
time he
gets blown
doesn't go
up by
anywhere.
Bobby Wagner that time.
It was
Bobby
gonna
Wagner's
happen
like,
at
we are
some point."
stopping this right away, the veteran. And now we see Montgomery in the tailback field. Will he get the ball off? Let's see what happens. No, he doesn't.
Good
But
pressure,
Jared Goff could have get him the
Oh, my
all the other way.
Can we get up and get him,
And he's knocked down. And a turnover on down just when the momentum was going on the Cotton Knockers' side. And it stops and turnover on down, Sir Commish.
It looked like he was going to throw it, and then it just
But
could
that
not.
was a fumble.
Yeah.
That was his arm did not go
Oh.
forward. Jaden Daniels is now going left.
Oh,
Throws it to
boy.
the end zone.
Give me that.
It's picked off.
Thank you.
By Reed Jr. And gets the ball back on point.
First turnover for Max.
Gimme.
So let's see.
It looked like it looked like Debo had a chance, but Reed was just in front of him and gets the ball, and that's very needed for Mac there, Commish, because he could have been up by 4 possessions. Max could have been, and that would have been caught.
All right, first and 10 here now at the 20. Another run here to Gibbs. Not going to go anywhere.
And that's what I'm noticing with, honestly, a lot of these cross runs, a lot of these runs that are going to the left or right, these powers. It looks like Max's defense, they got edge rushers that can easily get past these blocks, even by Panay Sewell, that can easily get to him, and it's been working so far. So now it's from 2nd and 10, ball to 20. Jared Goff drops back to pass, goes up the middle, and intercepted again by Reed. And Reed is going to have a wide open space for the touchdown, the big 6. And it is now a 4-possession game here, Commissioner. No. If you are a Cotton Knockers fan, this is not good. But just like that, a pick 6. Oh, it looked like
into him.
Yes, Steve Brown ran into Tesla on the crossing route.
This is the 5th
no!
turnover. This is the 5th turnover on Max's end. Definitely a worse all season, and it's coming out here in the lower final.
Larlar's gonna be so mad at me, man.
And Commissioner, you just saw, looked like it was an offensive error with the wide receivers. As Sailors has another big run. And honestly, Commissioner, looks like the special teams is having a really good game, but the offensive defense just can't get nowhere going.
I was about to say, the special teams definitely the best part about this entire Lions team right now.
Sure the fuck is.
First and 10. 86 passing yards, by the way, in the 3rd quarter. Goff gets
almost
it to
picked up
Tesla.
again, but Tesla gets that one.
At that time, that was very close to a pick.
Oh boy, and Commissioner, back on that last play is the last turnover. You saw Tesla and St. Brown ran into each other, which had Reeves easily for the pick. If Sailors was not Sailors, if Tesla was there, that could have been caught.
Could have been easily being caught. 1st and 10 now at 31. There's clock is of the essence here now. But
Double tight end set in the I formation.
holy
Jared Goff does
smokes.
give it to Gibbs. Great space on the right. The
Great
speed
block.
of Jahmyr Gibbs. Can he get to the end zone? No, he can't.
Ooh.
Frankie Louisville tackles him on the 2.
That was a great play there, though, from Mac. Gonna get him to the 2 here. Try and cut into this lead.
You see, that's why that he likes using that tight end I formation, is that he can get blocks to the right or left, and that worked perfectly there. Let's see what happens here. 1st and goal, ball on the 2. They do give it to Gibbs on the toss, but he is stopped. Max was not fooled that time. And you know, Commissioner, I'm very impressed how these corners are really locking down on the line of scrimmage and tackling Jahmyr Gibbs or anybody off of there, off of the edge. If it's not the edge rushers, it's the corners. I'm very impressed because all season long that's been a struggle, but this time around, looks like the different scheme that Max is using has been helping. And Jared Goff, batted at the line by Von Miller. He's having a great game there, Commissioner, too.
Pass breakup there from Miller, and now we're looking at a 3rd and goal here with 3:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. My, oh my.
Time is going down very quick in this 3rd quarter with these turnovers. And in the middle, Laporta does catch it for the touchdown. At least softens the lead by Mac there. But, Commissioner, in order for Mac to get back to this game, he's going to need some more turnovers. He's going to need some mistakes, not just from mistake-free from him, but he needs some mistakes from Max, honestly, in order to get back into this game.
Gonna be at the 15 here. It's gonna be 42-21. 3:20 to go. Lots of time left. But see what happens next.
Let's see the special teams of Moore. Moore's been having a pretty decent return game so far. This time around, he gets tackled at the 28. Well, now, Commish, when you're in the lead by this much, do you honestly slow down or do you pick up the pace in order to try to keep on going?
You got to get something going here. And I think the defense for Mac definitely needs to start tightening up here because it's just doing him no favors. So let's see here. Debo is going to catch it.
And catches for 100 yards, basically 10 yards per catch, basically an automatic 1st down for Devo today. And yeah, you know, that's another thing too. Hutchinson is your best guy on defense, right? But when he can't get to the quarterback, you got to rely on somebody else, right? I mean, you got Campbell back there. I mean, Reed Jr. got a pick in the end zone from Deebo Samuel earlier, which was great. But you got Joseph, you got Robertson, right? And those guys have been kind of struggling when it comes to a lot of these deep threats or just open middle of the field advantages from any opponent this playoff. So as the play clock is down to 1, and it is a delay of game by Max there.
Darn.
Rare, super rare penalty from Max.
Looks like he was trying to drown out the clock, but he didn't look at the play clock in the meantime.
Get that squared
looks
away.
like an audible for the defense there.
Let me get that squared away.
Let's see Krosky Merritt in motion to the right.
Oh.
It looked like it was going to be a double pass for a second, but Krosky Merritt does get up to 2nd and inches there. Good job for if it was going to be a double pass, looked like Krosky Merritt was going to think about it, but he decided to take it for the yards, and now 2nd inches there, Commissioner. I think that was a good decision.
Second and inches. Kind of surprised that wasn't a 1st down, to be honest with you.
No challenge, though.
2nd and inches here.
They got Eckler in the backfield again. Krosky Merritt To the right.
Oh,
That's what it is going to be a double pass.
boy!
Illegal man double, but it ain't gonna matter because I'm gonna take that. No, thank you, sir.
Not that time around.
Oh,
It'll
man,
be an
come
offensive
on,
and legal man
man.
downfield regardless.
Decline. I will
So
grab
either
that.
way,
Thank
a
you
turnover
very much,
on
sir.
downs there,
Appreciate it.
Commissioner. Exactly what Mac
Appreciate
needed.
it.
And very impressive from the Cotton Knockers, realizing, hey, this could happen twice in a row, and it did. So that time around, Krosky Merritt was going to do a double pass, but it was not able to complete it to Noah Brown. This is
He was
perfect for
trying
Mac
to
to
do the
back.
Neptune play on him.
What to do next, though?
It didn't work. Now it's 1st and 10. Gets it to Jameer Gibbs, but it is stopped at the line. And, man, Jameer Gibbs is just not going anywhere on a lot of these plays.
All right, guess I'm using this play now. Cool. I guess this is it.
See a lot of guys crunch up in the box from Max's defense.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, my God.
Goes to the middle. Tesla wide open. Can he be able? Looks like he will for the touchdown. One of Tesla's largest reception yards for the touchdown this season. And it softens the lead again here, Commissioner, before the fourth quarter.
Great pass there from Mac. He's slowly starting to chip away here.
The best mistake of my life.
Still time remaining here. There's still there. Let's see here. 28-42 now.
And we said this, Commissioner, Mac, he'll keep scoring even if he's down by a lot towards the end of the game. So I'm not surprised in the slightest that he's softening this lead a little bit. And if you are a Black Widows fan, you're wondering, man, we probably got to get going rather than be patient. So as Chris Moore doesn't get that good of a return, but now, Commish, now we're down to a 2-possession game again.
All right. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Big possession. Krosky Merritt not really gonna get 9 yards.
Yeah, it looked like Noah Brown kind of ran into him there. Out of the spin move, but you couldn't get any more there.
Bro,
Insane.
That's actually wild.
2nd and inches again. You got 3 tight ends on the right side of the line.
And
but they're going to go left with Krosky Merritt and for the first down. And as we approach the end of this 3rd quarter here, Commissioner, last quarter to see who we will crown in the lower final in order to advance to the grand final. It's still 1st and 10. Back does get it off. There's a blitz play. Throws it up to Devo. Breaks one, but doesn't break the second one by Brian Branch. 2nd and 2. But, Commissioner, we got one more quarter left to crown the winner of this game that will advance to the grand final.
14 points from each quarter here from Max. Oh my God, that's crazy.
And then Mac also got himself some 14 off of that last drive too. So let's see what happens here in this last 10 minutes between the Black Widows and the Cotton Knockers.
Yep, 10 minutes to figure it out. 2nd and 2.
1st and 10. No, not 2nd and 2. My fault. Ball to 44. Jay Daniels drives back to pass. Throws to his right to McLaurin.
No, you don't.
Almost hurdles the guy, but he's like, no, I'm not hurdling you, Reed Jr.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
We haven't seen a lot of hurdles this season, but that one wasn't going to fail off of Max.
No.
You can see it here. Nope. Got slammed down right there. Jay Daniels. Goes up the middle to Debo. Looks like he has 4 yards of block. But does get tackled in the red zone. 1st and 10 here. Commissioner Max is getting some hot momentum.
Now at the 20-yard line. Now in the red zone. Oh, doesn't really go there that much there that time.
Yeah, Reader with the tackle there. And just like that, we're already down to 8 minutes and 30 seconds. That's the one thing with Mac. It's like, hey, how can we get a stop in order for us to get the ball back? And just like that, just like that, picked on the end zone. Can he go that far?
I gotta go.
He's beating Noah Brown.
I gotta
Noah
go.
Brown gonna get there. No, but Jaden Daniels. Oh, Commissioner, as we were just talking about how Mac needed to stop, and that's what happened there. And now he is almost in goal line territory, 1st and 10.
Definitely needs to get the score here. This is a huge possession. It could
And he needs to score here as he
make
gives
or
it to
break.
Gibbs up the middle.
Okay.
And Commissioner, this is where Mac has to score here. He can't even get a field goal. Like, he needs to score here in order to bring this back down to a 1-possession game. And if you're a Black Widows fan, you're like, all right, now we just gotta stop him. A field goal is a success in our eyes. And Shamir Gibbs doesn't get nowhere there. 3rd and 2, now ball to 5 here, Commish.
And it's interesting because now Max has about, I want to say, 3 turnovers here now. This is a little bit ill-advised coming from the Black Widows. So 3rd and 2 at the 5. Got to get something here.
Wide receiver set.
No, you're
I'm
gay.
at the line by Von
boy.
Miller again.
Gay. All right, Max.
Oh boy, here, Commish.
I'm
Now
assuming
we're
he gets
expecting Mac to go for it, obviously, but now it's
The
like,
amount
what
of
play do
first
you
place.
call? Do you call a run? Do you call a pass? Do you call a play action pass? Like, this is where it's going to come down to the wire. This might be the game right here, dear Commissioner.
Right here, 4th and 2, 7:20 to go.
I'm scared.
See what happens here. I'm excited to see.
Here it comes.
Looks like it's a screen to
Oh, he
Gonna
ran
get there by
away.
Martin. A great read by the Black Widows for the turnover on downs there. Man, oh man, what a play call by Max.
Yeah, and that is just not gonna unfortunately get it done. Jaden Daniels is looking.
It's in the end zone.
And, oh boy.
And he gets stacked.
I had a plan, bro. I had a plan. I had a plan. I was trying to
Now, Commissioner, this is where things get a little scary if you're a Black Widows fan. Now you're on the 4-yard line, right? Mac, if there's somehow a fumble or a pick 6, this game could be turned over quickly as he gets into Bates out of the end zone, but gets crushed by Brian Branch.
Oh my god.
3rd and inches here, Commissioner.
Fantastic.
Jay Daniels gives the cross command off to the side. 1st down and 10 there, Commissioner. Ball 33.
Yeah, he's gonna get down to the 33, and just like that, it's looking very nice here for Max.
Jay Daniels looks like he wants to go deep again, and it gets batted down by Joseph.
Come on, Herb.
2nd and 10. Now, Larlar, I'm kind of seeing a little bit of risky play calls here a little bit. It feels like the intensity picked up from Max's side, which I don't know. I mean, now Krosky Mary gets the ball. Great.
Thank you, Kurt.
But Joseph does tackle him there. But Larlar, I don't know if you're noticing, we're seeing a lot of risky plays.
It's true.
Fuck you. I was about to do it so fast. I was making sure.
You can see that Mac adjusted to whatever Max was going to do, but now Krosky Mary gets the ball for another 1st down.
Gonna fix that.
1st and 10 here, Commissioner. Ball. Now it's less than 5 minutes to go in the quarter.
Come on.
Dan Daniels talks about the pass, throws it up the middle to Steve-O, spin move, tackle down. Commissioner, time is running out. Time is running out for the count knockers.
There's none for you.
Well, can there be? I think I deserve it.
4 minutes to go. 17. Daniels looking to throw it. He's gonna run it again.
Where are my fumbles?
Only gotta get to the 8.
Oh boy, and commission. Is it safe to say if Max does score here, is that the nail in the coffin?
That is definitely the nail in the coffin. You might as well seal everything up.
Motion play, cross Merritt, but let's get stopped there.
Stop.
Oh shit.
3rd and 3. I mean, even with a field goal, Commissioner, I still think that might be the nail in the coffin too, because you're gonna have less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, unless something crazy happens. Oh,
The drop pass by Ertz, a rare drop from him.
Though. Stop the clock.
Yeah, it does. It's 4th and 3. I mean, both teams still got 3 timeouts, but knowing Max one of those guys where he wants to put the nail in the coffin, right? He's not gonna be like, oh, let me get the field goal. I want to get another score. I want to put a staple in this game. As he will go for it here. 4th and 3. Jay Daniels draws back the pass. Goes in the middle to Ertz, and he just dies on the ground for 1st and goal. Ball to 2-yard line here, Commissioner, and it's not looking good for the Cotton Knockers, sadly.
It is not. Oh, that 1st down will most likely do it as well.
And Jay Daniels is on the baseline. Honestly, that should be a grounding
plan,
call.
bro, but you were right there, dog.
That should be a
Jesus
grounding
Christ.
call, but it is no
Go
call.
on with your little plans.
Oh.
Yeah, Commissioner, I think we can both agree that that was a missed call by the ref, but, you know, I think the LMFL, I think the rest wanted them to play it out. And to the end zone, but it's not a touchdown.
What?
3rd and goal, ball to 1. And Commissioner, honestly, with these plays, it's just drowning out the clock to the point where the 2-minute warning.
Let's try this again.
Can you don't try it again? Don't gotta do that.
All right, Commissioner, let's see if Max can put it in the end zone or Mac will stop it. Full blitz play. No.
Jeez.
God, man.
4th and goal.
Jesus, dog.
And Commissioner, we've seen a pick 6. We've seen a 109-yard pick 6 not that long ago.
It's not your title yet. You can't grab
just
that.
stole it to me.
A 4th and goal. Let's see if Max can put the nail in the coffin. Gives across the man, and yes, he will. And just like that, Commissioner, that looks like that will put it in. I mean, we still got less than 2 minutes left, but that kind of just dims the light in the tunnel if you're a Cotton Knockers fan.
Unfortunately, that is pretty much gonna do it, unless something absolutely spectacular happens.
I mean, it's a field goal, but we got the coverage defense on.
You took too long to choose that. I ain't trust you.
and Commissioner, it's a 3-possession game, and it's looking like Max will be back on his way to the grand final. And Commissioner, I mean, what a season that the Cotton Knockers had, right? I mean, as another great kickoff return again. I mean, the special teams today was probably the best unit
team right here, bro.
we've seen all day. But Commissioner, I guess, I mean, as we talk about it, it's kind of the nail in the coffin. I guess we'll just talk about what we're looking ahead. The matchup now will more than likely will be between Neptune and Max, and that itself is going to be a crazy matchup as Jared Goff throws it all on the way to Jameis Williams.
Oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky.
The game is not over.
You're so lucky.
Let's go.
Because I knew it.
And Commissioner, we were just talking about Mac will score these points until the very end.
That is so fun.
And that was the worst still on the run ever, bro.
That was actually a jog on the run, bro.
Hilarious.
That's hilarious. I mean, look, the nail in the coffin is still probably there.
All right, Max.
So all Max got to really do here, Commissioner, is
the first prize pool, bro.
Is really let Max drain out his timeouts, right? So we'll see what happens. But that touchdown just dims the lead as we see an offside kick here.
You get this, I'll cry.
We'll see what happens.
There's no way.
A great bounce, but to Brown there, and it gets blown up.
That shit is impossible
that will probably do
to
it
do,
here,
man.
Commissioner. Yeah, that's very,
insane.
very hard.
Actually insane.
Commissioner. And as we see here, it's crossing
Boo,
Merritt.
you're running, boo.
And it looks like Mac will probably not use his timeouts here, Commissioner. So looks like Max will go on and face Neptune in the grand finals here. And like I said, I want to give props. I want to give props to Mac here, man, with his cotton knockers. A lot of great close games that he has in order to make his way all the way to this point in the loser final. And you know that, and you can see a lot of good work here throughout the whole season there, Commissioner.
Absolutely.
And another double pass. Oski Merritt's looking.
Go on. The ball. That's
Get them down. At this point, it looks like they're just playing some tricks.
Go on.
But that right there, Commissioner.
I didn't want to, man. All right, there.
Man.
And there you go. Right.
Whoa!
And one open and that's basically the game there, Commissioner. Touchdown again from the Black Widows.
Well, Neptune.
Well,
I got 30 seconds, bro. You better watch out.
Oh, you're right. Hold on, my bad. Hold on, sorry, my bad.
I love the confidence in Max, man.
You're right, my fault, bro.
Oh,
shit.
Kick is up, and it's good.
I got scared.
Now, Commissioner, with these double passes, when we see the grand final, you know Neptune, he's one of the staples with these double passes.
Gonna
So
happen.
it looks like Max is like, yo, let me just try to do something.
Oh, I thought it was about a fumble.
He should look like it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, Commissioner, knowing Mac, he's probably going to try something to get into the end zone regardless, right? I mean, even though the game's basically over, Mac is like, look, I'm going to soften this lead to make that at least the score result better.
Very much so. All right. Well, tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Right. Hold on. Let me just make sure this is right. Okay.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m. we will begin as Goff is looking to throw. He's just going to throw it all the way down the field.
Triple coverage! It's off. That's the game. Going all the way back.
One fat person.
And Commissioner, that's the game. Looks like we have our grand final set. Ain't that right?
Yes, sir. Definitely going to do
so
it.
Happy.
Yes, it will. And with this play, even with Max, he's probably going to try to get into the end zone here. Another double pass.
And
a flag on the play. Pass interference by Max.
That's a lie.
That's exactly what I was wishing for, actually. That was exactly what I was looking for.
And to anybody watching this game and wondering why won't they just knee it with these two guys, they will not do that. And another score to end this game. Zach Hurts there. And Larlar looks like the grand finals is set. We got Neptune versus Max as Max defeats Max 62-35. What a great game between two competitors that have much respect towards each other there, Commissioner. And what a great game we called. And now it's going to be a grand finals tomorrow between Neptune versus Max there, Commissioner. What a game.
That last score, by the way, that was a message to Neptune when it sees it.
Oh,
see it
right. Messages on
I like that.
Uh-oh. Well, I think this is an opportunity, so thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Brandon for commentating all season. That will be his final game commentating. So, Brandon, thank you very much, buddy. Thank you very much.
I appreciate y'all. What a great season. And next season, let's just say it's going to be intense.
Fucking Sam Brown, bro. I can't believe it. You fucking sold me so hard.
But thank you so much, Commissioner. Glad to be here during all these games. I can't wait for the grand final tomorrow.
All right.